My brother told the table I'd snuck in through the kitchen. He didn't know I owned the door. She must have snuck in through the service entrance. My brother, Leo, laughed to his clients. The front is strictly for those who can actually afford it. The polished table erupted in soft, complicit chuckles. There he was, surrounded by men in five-figure suits and women glittering with icy diamonds, all looking at me like I was a stain on the marble floor. I offered a thin smile and continued to my usual corner booth. The maitre d', Claude, materialized silently beside me, his face a study in controlled tension. "Madam," he murmured, "your brother is unaware you are the proprietor." The delicate clink of crystal around us seemed to pause. I placed a steadying hand on his sleeve. "Not yet, Claude. Let's let this breathe. In the Sterling family, you learned your rank early. Leo, born 4 years ahead of me, wasn't just my brother. He was the heir, the sun around which our world orbited. I was Elise, the satellite, quiet, peripheral, forgettable. The first true memory of my place was at age 9, holding a regional science fair trophy, my hands still smudged with clay from my volcano model. I found my mother in the sunroom. "Mom, I won." Her phone was pressed to her ear. "Yes, Leo's coach says he's the most natural leader he's ever seen at 13. She held up a finger, never turning. I stood until my arms ached, then placed the trophy on a shelf in my own room. Leo's awards were displayed in a lit cabinet in the foyer. AT-15, I heard the conversation that lit a cold, enduring fire in my chest. My parents' study door was cracked. "Leo will need the full trust for Yale," my father declared. "It's an investment in a legacy." My mother's voice faint. "And Elise?" His reply was a short, dismissive exhale. "Elise is practical. State school will be fine. Not everyone is destined for brilliance." Practical. The word became my engine. Every scholarship, every midnight study session, every business seminar I attended while my peers partied was fueled by it. Leo's Yale graduation was a black tie gala. Mine, where I graduated top of my class in architectural design and business, was celebrated with takeout on a friend's balcony. Dad had stopped by, fidgeting with his cufflinks. "Architectural design? So you want to draw floor plans for other people?" I didn't correct him. I didn't mention the internship at a premier development firm or the investor already eyeing my thesis. What they never knew was my 10-year plan. I started as a junior analyst at a boutique firm, absorbing everything about commercial real estate and luxury hospitality. By 26, I was spearheading acquisitions. By 28, I used every saved penny to buy a derelict gallery in an up-and-coming district, converting it into the Gilded Mirror, a restaurant that became the city's impossible reservation. Now, at 35, I run Sterling Estates. Our portfolio is valued at over $360 million. Lumiere, where Leo currently holds court, is my creation. I own the building, the brand, the very air he's using to impress his clients. I hadn't planned to be here tonight, but when I learned Leo had used my name, my actual name he'd never bothered to research, to secure his table, I decided to attend as a quiet guest. He noticed me during the main course. "Elise." He approached, his chuckle condescending. "This is a serious establishment. The average check here could cover your rent. How did you even get in?" "I made a reservation, Leo." He leaned in, a parody of concern. "I'm closing's a major deal. You're making a scene." He actually snapped his fingers at Claude. "There's been a mistake. My sister needs to be discreetly redirected." Claude's posture became statue still. He looked to me. I gave the faintest nod. "Sir," Claude said, his voice cutting through the dining room's murmur. "The confusion is yours. Madam is not a guest. She is the owner of Lumiere." The silence was absolute. Leo's smile froze, then melted. "That's impossible." "It is fact," Claude continued. "Madam Sterling owns the restaurant, the property, and is my employer." Leo turned to me, his confidence crumbling. "Elise, what is this?" I took a sip of champagne. "It's the result of being practical, Leo. For the last 15 years. As he stood, stunned, my business partner, Alistair Reed, entered on cue for a meeting.
Elise.
Congratulations on closing the waterfront acquisition, he boomed, his voice designed to carry a cool $15 million. The portfolio must be pushing $400 million now. At Leo's table, his client's head swiveled. The silver-haired man stared. Sterling Estates? Your sister is Elise Sterling. The woman beside him stood, her jewels flashing. You told us she was a struggling artist. You said she'd snuck in. One by one, they rose. We're done, the silver-haired man stated coldly. If you'd lie about your own blood, you'd lie about anything. In moments, Leo was alone amidst the ruins of an uneaten dessert and a spreading red wine stain. He looked at me, not with brotherly contempt, but with the raw panic of a man watching his entire foundation crack.
Claude réappeared, sereine.
Madam, how shall we proceed? I looked at my brother, finally seeing me from the bottom of the hierarchy he'd built. Please bring Mr. Sterling the final bill, I said, my voice clear in the quiet room. And remind him that his firm's lease in the Garrick building, which I also own, is up for review next month. We'll be in touch. I didn't stay to watch him pay. Some victories are best felt from a distance.